Good morning, children. Previous video I explained about the Cramer's method, that is cross multiplication method. I have explained, in which I have taken up the derivation of x value and y value by taking general form of pair of linear equation. And I have also explained two examples how to utilize that formula. Now we move into the exercise part. 3.5 exercise. Question number 1 says, which of the following is having unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solution? In case there is unique solution, find it by cross multiplication method they are saying. Okay. So for this, what should you do? For finding of this particular portion, in your text, I would like you all to open up page number 59. Okay, this is page number 59, in which you are having the discussion which has been shown over here. When a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, the unique solution is possible. When a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then infinitely many solutions are possible. And when a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2, then there are no solutions possible. In short, whenever pair of equations are given to you, you will first and foremost isolate a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, and this particular topic which should be memorized by you about unique solution, infinitely many, and no solution. You substitute in any one of them, which means if you substitute in a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2, if this is coming unequal, that means you will have an unique solution. If you get all the three pairs to be equal, then there are infinitely many. And if the a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 are equal to each other, but they are not equal to c1 upon c2, then no solutions are possible. So in this particular exercise which is given to you, okay, what are you supposed to do now for each sum? First thing to be done is you calculate a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, and then substitute in the formula to find out whether there is a unique, whether there is infinitely, or whether there are no solutions. Is that point clear? Okay. This part of the explanation I will let you know. Sorry, I will tell you just now. See, for the first sum, orally if I tell you, for the first sum, x upon 3 means what it is? 1 upon 3. Am I right? a1 upon a2 will be 1 upon 3. This particular part, minus 3 upon minus 9, what will you get? Again positive 1 upon 3. Am I correct? But the third part is minus 3 and minus 2, means it is 3 by 2 you will get. Correct or not? So in short, you are having a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2, but they are not equal to c1 upon c2. So what will be the answer over here? Yes, exactly. No solutions are possible. So the first sum, there is no solution possible. Clear or not? Second question, if you see, the coefficient of x is 1, coefficient of y is 1. So if I want a1 upon a2, it will be 1/3 over here. b1 upon b2 will be half. c1 upon c2 will be minus 5 upon minus 8. Why did I say minus 5 upon minus 8? Because remember, when I explained cross multiplication, I told you it should be in standard form. And standard form means x plus y minus 5. 3x plus 2y minus 8. Understood or not? Equal to 0, like that will be the standard form. So c1 upon c2 will become minus 5 upon minus 8. So in this sum, you find that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. All the three are different from each other. In that case, you will have a unique solution. Got it? Similarly, can you find out the third and the fourth one accordingly? So here I have solved two different sums of this particular section. Let us see those sums. Question number second part. First one I told you no solutions are possible. Second one, the equation is copied. X plus y is 5, first equation, its standard form. Second equation, 3x plus 2y is 8, its standard form. Isolate the a1, b1 and c1. Here also A2, B2 and C2, you take it out from the second equation. Now x, what is the formula to find out x? B1 C2 minus C1 B2 upon A1 B2 minus A2 B1. Correct or not? Now you just substitute the values. B1 is 1, C2 is minus 8, C1 is minus 5 and B2 is 2. Then substitute A1 is 1, B2 is 2, A2 is 3 and B1 is 1. Got it? And that if you solve by mathematics, you will get 2 upon minus 1, that comes to minus 2. Simultaneously y part, C1 A2, C2 A1. Here also substitute the values from here, A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. From there you pick up the values and put it and then solve it by mathematical calculation. So finally you will get the sum in this way. Did you get it? Y value 7, x value minus 2. Clear till then? Okay. Now I have taken up, so as I told you, in this particular case no solution are possible. This one I have solved it for you. Okay. What about this sum? If you go through it, you will find that 2 comes out common from the second equation. Am I right? If you take out 2 common, you will get 3x minus 10y is equal to 20. 3x minus 5y is equal to 20, means exactly same as the first one. In other words, A1 upon A2 is B1 upon B2 is C1 upon C2. All the 3 values you will get half. So infinitely many solutions are possible. So you cannot solve it. Here no solution, here infinitely many solutions. What about the next one? In this case you will get 1 upon 3, A1 upon A2. B1 upon B2 will be 1 because minus 3 upon minus 3 will be positive 1. And C1 upon C2 will be 7 by 15. So here all the 3, A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2 are not equal. Therefore, solution is possible. You have to solve it as I did the first one. Did you understand? Okay. So now, I have taken up along with it question number 3rd. What is the question number 3rd telling you? Solve the following pair by substitution and cross multiplication. Substitution method you have already learned it in the video. Am I right? And that is the easiest one. So that method I am not showing again, it's a revision for you. Cross multiplication method, this particular sum I have taken up, I will solve it over here. 8x plus 5y is 9, 3x plus 2y is 4. Correct? Okay, so here is a sum for you. 8x plus 5y is 9, 3x plus 2y is 4. First thing, convert it to the standard form. So here I have converted it to the standard form, means 9 has to be crossed, 4 has to be crossed, so negative 9, negative 4 we write equal to 0. Now, take out A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 value from here. This is first equation. So these are A1, B1 and C1. This will be A2, B2 and C2 along with the sign I have taken up. Now you substitute in the equation x value and y value. Got it? So you have to substitute it, solve the sum, and this is how you get it completely. Understood or not? Easy? Come on. Now we move into the second question again. What is the second one telling you? Second one is very, very important. What is the second question telling you? For what values of A and B? Kahan A and B? Here in this second equation there is A and B. For what values of A and B does the following pair of equation have an infinite number of solution? Means this pair of equation is having infinite solution. But for that, what should be the values of A and B? That is the question asked. So how should you solve it? You should know when is the infinite number of solutions possible. I showed it to you on 59 page. When A1 upon A2 is B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2, infinite solutions are possible. So you will have to first convert this particular equations in standard form. Find out A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Substitute in A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2 and then solve. So I have worked it out for you. Let us go into the working part. Here. When is infinite solution possible? If this is the situation, infinite solution are possible. Now this is your pair of equation. This is the equation which I have put it in the standard form. The second equation you will put it in the standard form. Now in the second equation you have to be careful. What was the original second equation given to you? See, here is the second equation. Just look into this. A minus b into x plus a plus b into y is equal to 3a plus b minus 2. So what did I do? I put this entire thing in the bracket, and then that entire bracket was taken onto the other side. So negative of this bracket equal to 0. Samajh aaya? So here it is. Negative 3a plus b minus 2. The entire thing I put it in a bracket with a negative sign and I crossed it, is equal to 0. So this is the second standard form. Now find out a1, a2. a1 is 2, b1, a2 is a minus b, correct? Coefficient of x. b1 is 3 and b2 is a plus b. c1 is minus 7 and c2 is negative this entire bracket, 3a plus b minus 2. Understood or not? a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 I have isolated. Now these values I have to put it in this particular statement. So here I have put it. Did you understand? 2 upon a minus b, that is a1 upon a2. 3 upon a plus b, this upon this. And minus 7 upon minus 3a plus b minus 2, that is c1 upon c2. Why did we write like that? Because for infinite solution, that is the situation. Now you try to solve it. Here both are negative, so it will become positive. Okay. Now you take 2 at a time, because 3 things you cannot solve at a time. So I have taken the first 2 ratios together and then first and third ratio together. Clear or not? So if you take the first 2 ratios, I have written the first 2 ratios and then cross multiply. 2 times a plus 2 times b is 3 times a minus 3 times b. So 3a will be crossed over, so 2a minus 3a, and 2b will be taken onto the other side. So I will have minus a is equal to minus 5b, so a is equal to 5b. This is one situation which I will get. Now I have to take the first and the third. If you want, you can take second and third also, no problem. It is your wish. I have taken first and second and first and third. Clear? आप चाहो तो second and third भी ले सकते हैं. So first and third, this is what I have written. 2 upon a minus b, and third ratio is this. Again cross multiply. 7a minus 7b. Okay? And 2 is multiplied with this term. So 2 into 3, 6a. 2 into b, 2b. 2 into 2, minus 4. Now 7a and 6a, like terms. 2b and 7b, like terms, and minus 4 remains over here. So 9b minus 4 is a. Here a value is 5b, here a value is 9b minus 4. Can I compare both these values? So in place of a, I can write 5b. So here 5b is 9b minus 4. So 4 is equal to 4b. So b is equal to 1. Once I get b value 1, I can put it over here. 5b. So a value will be 5. Got this full sum now, children? I'm just showing it once again. Here. You can go through it. I'm holding it for a second. This is the next set of steps. This is the next set of steps. And this is the next. And this is the last one. Clear? Now we take up the second sum in the same section. For which value of k, see this time k is unknown. So the second equation is having k over there. For which value of k will the linear pair have no solution? अब no solution के लिए क्या condition है? Remember? For no solution, what is necessary? The a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. That is the condition. So let us take up this equation now. Here also the 1 will be taken on the other side, so minus 1, and 2k plus 1 in the bracket will be crossed onto the other side. So minus bracket 2k plus 1 has to be written. So here is how I have worked it out. Just look into it. This is your original equation. 3x plus y is 1, and 2k minus 1 into x, k minus 1 into y is 2k plus 1. So in standard form, 1 will be taken over, so minus 1 equal to 0. Here 2k plus 1 in the bracket is crossed, so minus 2k plus 1 equal to 0. Always put a bracket and cross it, otherwise this sign has to be changed if you don't put a bracket. Clear? Now isolate a1, a2. So a1 is 3, a2 is 2k minus 1, b1 is 1, b2 is k minus 1, c1 is minus 1, and c2 is minus 2k plus 2k minus 1. Okay till here? Now when the solutions are not there, the situation is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. So we'll write those values. See, A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2. Okay. Now this is not equal, so there is no question of taking this part. So only equate these two. In the previous case, we had all the three equal. So we equated first and second ratio and first and third ratio. But here third ratio is not equal to the first two ratios. So that is to be neglected. Whereas the first two ratios which are equal, we compare them. So cross multiplication, 3k minus 3 is 2k minus 1. That comes to k is equal to 2. Got the value? Understood how to work out the sum now? Okay. So with that, the first, second and third questions of exercise 3.5 is over. Did you understand? Now we have to move into the fourth question. So fourth I will take up in the next video. Thank you.